Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Hello and welcome back to another CreamCatCorner stream. Um, as you can see, I did start the stream a little bit early today because I have to end the stream a little bit early today. So instead of 6 p.m. UTC plus 8, I'm gonna end the stream 1 hour earlier, which is 3 hours from now. Hello, Cat. Is that a cat? Yes, it is. It's it's a Capamon. It's one of the plugins from capamon.com. I'm guessing. I don't remember. But I like cat. I have a cat. Too bad I didn't have any settings for a brown creamy cat. How are you doing, cat? Okay, so in this stream, I am trying to do a run quickly, as fast as possible. So, yeah, I might need some help from. Uh-oh, my controller is acting up. Why are you doing like this? It's 1 a.m. for you, cat? Oh no. That is very, very late. Are you sure? Well, good morning. Good early morning to you then. Okay. Okay, it seems like my controller is is acting up and I need to change controller. ERB for a bit. God dang it. I'm back. Yesterday you stayed up until 2 a.m. learning a speedrun route, so you're good? Nice. What speedrun are you learning in right now? Is it still Dead Cells or are you learning something new? Uh-oh. Man, I don't know what happened to my maybe it's the USB interface that bugging the controller for a bit. So far it didn't do anything. Maybe it's the controller itself. Hmm. Not sure, not sure. But so far the controller is doing so far so good. You actually finished learning it? You did a first run earlier. You learned ahead in time all time pieces run. Nice. Glad you are starting to learn the route then. You did any percent run of that, but you did decided that you weren't suffering enough. Nice. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you managed to do your first speed run of a head in time all time pieces then. I hope that you managed to get your personal best then. Your first run was 2 hours and 30 minutes and 59 seconds. Whoa, I don't think. And that is basically all time pieces is basically 100%ing the game, right? Yeah. Whoa, I don't think I don't think I can do it. So much time save. I don't know how you do it, man. Must be a lot of planning. A lot of planning, a lot of practice. And here I am, stuck in Hades. So, okay, a heat. I should extreme measure 4, put extreme measures 4, force over time. You know what? That is too high. Maybe middle management, no. Benefits package. Hard labor, I guess. Yeah, hard labor. Hard labor level 3. It was your first run, so you didn't really care about the end time. You just went through the run with the timer as a memory test. You literally walk your dog in the middle of it. How? Wait, are you playing it on your Switch or are you... How? How do you play the game while literally walking your dog? The only thing that crossed my mind is playing it on Switch. I don't know. So let's do this.
Why am I never proud of you? Don't take it personally, boy.
You got up from your computer
Not
with the
what you
time
think.
still running, walk your dog,
It's perhaps
and
our
come
family's
back,
worst trait.
and you still managed
See how many
to
mortals are with us in
finish the
conflict?
game in 2 hours and 30 minutes, less than 3 hours.
A little rushed, all
Nice.
right.
Ooh, Artemis. Have you played
Wasting much time, I
Hades?
wonder.
It is such a bad time. Well, you still managed to get it finished within 3 hours. I think that's a good progress, I have to say. You have stopped playing recently. I see. Okay, so Deadly Strike or Deadly Flourish. You know what? I'm gonna take the Deadly Strike.
I'll make every strike count.
Your fastest any percent is under an hour. Uh-huh. But you are not doing any percent, right? You are doing the all-time pieces. So I expect it to take a lot more time, especially since it is an all-time pieces. I still think you did pretty good. I don't know the world record for it. Uh, but you are doing some all-time pieces more. I see. Okay, okay.
May I help you?
Whew, nice. Okay, double nova or dash nova? Double nova it is. Keys or darkness? Keys please. World record for any percent is like 32 minutes. I see. And a time all time pieces is like 1 hour and 11 minutes. Okay, okay. Hmm. There's an hour difference, almost 2 hours difference, huh? But I'm guessing you are still learning the route. I'm guessing you can improve. I'm saying this like I did a speed run. No, I'm just saying I'm just saying things, okay? Yeah, people are fast. I don't know how people are that fast. Maybe yeah, a lot of times it comes down to practice, huh? Man, I don't think I am able to finish the game in like what, less than 10 hours because I like to wander around the game. Preferably not walking your dog in the middle of it. You're right, you're right. That is also a time sink, huh? But when duty calls,
I'll be leaving shortly.
whew, nice. Ooh, Athena, Athena, come on. Yes. Okay, what's not fun is this armored enemies. Uh-oh, I'm missing. I'm whiffing. Ooh.
Let not your sense of purpose waver, Zagreus.
Oh, ooh, Divine Dash is the epic. Nice. We got. Okay, let's get something for our attack, which is this.
I can use this.
And then let's go see Karen. Karen. Karen, don't mind me, I'm just walking. Oops. Ooh, nice.
Good enough to eat. No use.
Demeter. Yes. Okay, this might be a good run.
Just great.
I can survive.
Thanatos, prepare to die.
No, you're not.
Cheers.
I have to tell you something,
Okay, whatever, Demeter. Frost Flourish, yes.
Can't do that.
Okay, this is a good run. So far, so good. Come on. I hate when enemies spawn on the other side of the screen.
The underworld's
Sisyphus! Who the fuck is Demeter? Uh, are you missing so much content? Yes. Demeter is I'm not sure if you ever finished the game, Cat, because Demeter is a little bit of a spoiler for the Olympians because um it does have something to do with the main storyline. You haven't beaten the game. Ah, I see. Then I won't explain much, but just in general, Demeter is basically the goddess of the season. She's basically her boons, which is snow or frost related, which allows you to slow down enemy, which is good for me because I have a slow response time in my brain. And I just did a force overtime, which caused enemy to move faster.
Look who. Go get him for me.
Amongst all the games that I've played so far, Hades is one of those favorite game of mine. I've played a ton of Hades. In recent years, this game has been my comfort game. I've played a ton, not a ton, s- of all the games I've streamed, I keep getting back to Hades. And the other one is Kingdom. Yeah, Kingdom is also another one that I like to chill to, which is, I should say, I will be playing tomorrow. Tomorrow morning for me. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not. It's Kat, by the way, are you in Eastern Standard Time, by the way? Because you said that you are in 1 a.m., right? So in my time zone, I see you are Eastern Standard Time. So basically, tomorrow oh God, okay. I am gonna play Kingdom at 5 5 a.m. UTC plus 8 or 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eh, because usually in the morning, in the very early morning, I don't know, I've tried different games before, but I feel like in such early, yes, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for you. It's 5 a.m. for me, UTC plus 8. I know time zone is such a headache. Oh, okay. Well, do drop in if you are free. We are just chilling in that tomorrow. We are just going to chill. 4 p.m. I'm guessing it's the same day for you, huh? You are 1 a.m. right now, so almost 12 hours from now. So, okay, from Sisyphus, I'm gonna take Karen's Obel
Not to worry.
and then give Boldy.
To our most famous cheers.
Okay,
Greatly
attack
appreciated.
damage bonus is good. So far, this run is good.
Move on.
So far, so good. The only way I could ask for more is we got something from Hermes, which is rush delivery.
Night.
Oh, come on. Whew, nice.
Keepsake.
Okay, let's go see
All right.
Chaos. Sure, no problem, cat.
Lots of coin there.
Okay, Popper's ambush, huh? Okay, this is bad. This is very bad. Okay, I'm gonna roll once
Something else.
and then choose one of this. You take 30% more damage, but Dash Strike deals more damage. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. We have Dionysus, we have Hearts. Um, oof. I'm gonna take the heart, please. Thank you.
Better.
Oof. Whoa, okay, we managed to get through Tartarus in 2.5 minutes. Okay, that is the fastest we've ever gone. But we got the worst sisters.
Let's get him.
Oh, ooh. I'm gonna dodge it. Thank you very much. Ooh. Yes, 3 minutes. What about ties? You mean grape juice guy? You mean Dionysus? Oh, oh, okay. I was a little bit um blank there for a moment. Yes. Um Dionysus is good, but not with my build right now because I'm just gonna show you
Protection blood.
the build. I prefer Artemis If I didn't get Artemis for my attack, then I would choose Dionysus. You can't spell his name. I mean, that guy is also valid. You need to play this game again. Yes, I love this game. I love this game so much. And I am so excited for the second game coming out. Whenever it came out, I'll be sure to stream it. I am so excited for that game.
Let's hear it, Father.
Okay. Ooh, ignited Ichor. I don't know how to pronounce that. Some say Ichor, some say Ichor. Eh, but ignited something is good. If I had the rush delivery from Hermes,
My keepsakes.
you know what? I'm just gonna buy it. Why not? It's 10 obols.
Going up. Got it.
Okay. 3 minutes in Tartarus is good. So far, so good. We are on heat 20, which is not as high. Aphrodite. No, no.
The smell.
No, no. We don't need Aphrodite right now. Woof. Come on. Woof. Nice. You say acre? Oh, another pronunciation. I should probably be looking at a dictionary, but I'm too lazy. Okay. Oof, nice. Keys or Karen? Let's go see Karen. We are trying to get through the level as quickly as possible. So going through Karen, even though we are not going to be buying much. Speaking of buying, I might buy Athena here. And some food.
I'll take this one.
Balance shot, Athena's 8. Oof, this is bad.
Let's see what else.
Expose. Expose is good. Give me that. We got Aphrodite room. Oh, is okay, wait. No, not I. A. Acre? I. Icar. Icar. Okay, so it's like the how I pronounce it this the second type? Oh god. Which one? Which one? Icar. 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 Is that how you pronounce it? Icar. Oh god. Whoa! Oh god. Man, the circle witches are very bad.
Oh, would you look at whom I found? All
Wave of despair. Wave of despair. Okay. The way you talk is making it sound different. Let's just go with Icor. You know what? After this run, I'm gonna look up in a dictionary how to pronounce it, and I don't know, listen to it I am so confused because I personally um read it as Iker, but I don't know. English is confusing, man. You just lost interest in this game again. You never told me. You got a Cerberus plush? Yo, cherish it. I so far haven't got any merchandise from any kind of game. Yo, you got a Cerberus plush and you never finished the game. Cerberus would be so sad you leaving him alone in the river of Styx. It is so cute. I know. With the one head is happy and the other one is angry. Ooh, and what is the third head? I don't remember what is the third head is doing. Okay, I am gonna take Wave of Despair. Hermes, yes. One happy, two angry. Aha. Okay. I see. I see Chaos Gate. Oof, nice.
Hey, looking like you're getting some good use out of that fancy plume of yours. Keep going like that. Maybe someday you'll be half as quick as me.
Thank you, Hermes. I'm learning from you. Oh man. Oh man. Rush delivery. Yes. I know that song, Cat, but I don't know which song it comes from. I see trees so green, red roses too. And I don't remember the rest of the lyric. But I know that song. Rush delivery.
The haste of Hermes.
Okay. Ooh. I know one of the memes some years back, people did use that song as a meme. So that's why I know that song, but I never knew the origin of it. Okay, we can either get a trial room with Aphrodite and Demeter, or we can go see Chaos. I'm gonna go see Chaos.
I can take it.
I am almost dead. Uh-oh. Excruciating soul. Ooh, but slothful lunge though. We already have the excruciating lunge, which is 73% more damage to our dash strike. What's a little more, right? But we move a little bit slower. Hmm. Just don't die. I'm trying. Please pray for the RNG god to be on my side. But okay, okay, what is our health by the way? 160. 160. You know what? I'm gonna take this. Ooh, we got to see Karen. Okay, we have food.
Yum.
If I'm gonna dashing a lot, movement speed wouldn't matter a lot anyway. You're right, you're right.
Lerner, you really didn't have to reconstitute yourself just for my sake.
Reconstitute. Oof, nice. Oof, oof, yes. Big damage. Uh-oh. Oh god, okay.
Oh, that hurt, damn it.
Okay. Thanatos, help me.
Keep going.
Nice.
Bye now.
Imagine dying on Bone Hydra. Well, I did.
Take that.
I did use a Death Defiance, so that's fair. This arena looks a little bit different when you play. Yes, I did use the extreme measures, which is basically all the boss in each biome becomes an upgraded version of the boss you fight normally. So, for example, for the Fury Sisters, first, the first time you fight them, you are only fighting them one on one. But for Extreme Measures Sisters, you either fight with both sisters or only one other sisters. So that is the added challenge to it. So yeah, for the Bone Hydra, it does make it a little bit different because the floor is literally lava. So yeah,
They're already
I
destroyed.
I did something careless there. Okay, should I get the fateful twist? No, no, thank you. But 6 minutes though.
Cheers.
For each biome, we managed to clear in like almost 3 minutes. You suddenly regain interest in this game. Yeah,
Nice
this
and clean.
game, I am playing it on Hell mode, which does have some of the heat turned on by default. So it does make the games a little bit more harder on myself. Oh no, yeah, like this. Personal liability. Your auto defense, brief invulnerability after a burst of damage is 100% inactive. So you don't have the iframe. So basically, in hell mode, I should have gotten another Death Defiance. I should, but I am hoping to get Death Defiance restored by Patroclus, which allows me to save a little bit more money because right now I only have 300 coins, so be poor as hell. Okay, keys or nectar? Um, let's get nectar. Nectar allows us to level up our boon.
As you do.
Too bad we didn't get any Poseidon's Dash. Man, Poseidon's Dash is the bee's knees. Whew.
Nice
Nice.
meeting you.
Okay, palm room. Oh, okay, okay, come on. Oof, nice.
Ah, yes.
Deadly strike. Sure. Okay. Okay, should I go see Hermes or should I get... Oh god. Okay, should I get the hammer? No, I'm gonna see Hermes. You know what Nectar does for some cases? Oh. Whoops. Okay, come on. We can do this. Oof, nice.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, okay. Greater Haste is good, even though it's not epic or rare, but I'm gonna take it. Okay, Demeter is good. Demeter is good. You will probably never speedrun this game. Yeah, this game is a lot.
Face the champion himself.
It's a lot. I know that some people that speedrun this game, I don't know, they are a different breed of person, people. You know, I've seen some YouTube videos that they manipulate the RNG in this game by doing certain things, and I don't know, the way they did the way they did speedrun is something that requires a lot of practice from what I know. It's just not it's not that you couldn't do it, it's just that it's not something that you would like to do. That's fair, that's fair. I personally would never speedrun a game because I am not very good. Oh god, okay. I need to focus a bit. Whoop! Oof, nice. Whoop! Whoa! Okay. Okay. I mistimed my dodge there. Oh my god. Oh.
Tell Theseus I said hi. Olympus, I accept this
Uh-oh,
message.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Crystal beam, crystal beam. If no, ravenous wheel. Okay, I'm in trouble. Hello? Hello, I'm in trouble. Okay, the archers are more of an annoyance. Oh no.
Need to press on.
Hmm. Okay, life affirmation is good.
Love it.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna see Karen. Why not? Okay, we have hammer. Okay. Let's go get a hammer. So what times am I awake? Um, I usually sleep early and wake up early. So usually I am awake at um I usually wake around normally I wake up at 6 a.m. But on days that I have to stream, I wake up at 4 a.m. Uh, and I usually go to sleep at around 9:30 to 10 question mark. And in the day I did some business. I am a baker by day. So yeah, I'm still home based. So I am so there are times where I am so busy that I didn't have time to stream nor have the mental capacity for gaming. So yeah, I've been sometimes I've missed out on uploading my VODs on my stream archive channel. Woo. Let's take January for example. Man, I am so busy in January that I had a lot of stuff that I missed. So yeah, life goes on. Oh god. Oh, that is satisfying. I am screwed. I'm screwed if I didn't get any Patroclus. Okay, I call these little flame wheels shitlings because they are little shits. Come on. Okay. Whew. Okay, double edge is good. Double edge is very good. What time zone am I in? I am in UTC plus 8. I'm not sure um what other time zone it is in. Uh okay. I am in Malaysia, so my time zone is the same as those in I want to say Western Australia, Singapore, and oh god, okay, I think it's the same as Tokyo. I might be wrong. Uh, Let me check. Nope. 1 hour. I am 1 hour behind Tokyo. So we are in my country. We are the same as Singapore and Western Australia. So that is the time zone that I am in. Oh snap! Oh snap!
Oh, I won't go back.
I am in trouble.
Some darkness.
Oh, I am officially in trouble. 2:44 p.m. Yes, you are correct.
Gods grant me strength.
And it is a Sunday evening for me right now. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
No matter how you try, you cannot shake the bond we share, monster.
Oof. Oh no. I am so screwed. Oh. Oh, snap.
You failed, as was surely fated.
Oh God. Okay. What time I usually sleep? It's 9:30 to 10 p.m.
Swear that
So
thesis.
in your time zone, it's probably going to be around 8 8:30 to 9 a.m. Yeah, that's the time in your time zone, Eastern Standard Time. Oh snap! I died. I died. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. We are going to try again and again. Like Sisyphus rolling a boulder to the top of the hill. Nothing to change. So you just need to stream super early so you can see it. Oh, okay. At what time do you usually stream? Okay. I usually watch people's VOD. And man, it's hard living in a different time zone, right? Because uh, you know, eh, time zones, right? Sometimes you missed it, sometimes you are on time for it. You don't have a set time for stream. I see. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna pick hard labor. Hard labor is too strong for me. Maybe jury summons. Yeah, yeah, let's do that. You might be able to stream at night if you wake up early enough. That's okay. That's okay by me, Cat. You don't have to change anything. I might be able to watch your stream a little bit late. I don't know. But if you have an expected time where you are gonna stream, I might drop in if you stream. So yeah, just let me know.
All right, let's get to work.
Okay, double nova again. Let's go see chaos. So you said you will wake up from 4 to 6 a.m. Uh, yeah, that is what usually I wake up from 4 to 6 a.m. So that is like 3 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. It's much easier if there is daylight saving times though. It's going to be 1 hour early, right? Man, I'm confused as hell. If it's Eastern Daylight Time, it's going to be 12-hour difference. Man, speaking of time zone is making my brain mush. Hey, Abyssal Lunge is good. Whatever. Okay. Man, I wish we got Poseidon's Dash.
You're nothing.
Whew, nice. Keys or gemstones? I'm guessing keys. Where are you? More hearts. Okay, come on.
More ringers.
You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Okay, okay, okay. Come on. Ooh, nice. Ooh, Aries. Ooh.
Shall we continue our camp?
Okay, okay, okay. Slicing shot, huh? Slicing shot. Hmm. I'm tempted to take this. You know what? Why not?
Whatever's on.
I'm gonna regret taking that. Oh, come on. I'm already regretting things. Where are you? Hello? What are you doing there, sir? Oh my god. You didn't get any
Gemstones.
bonus from Hermes. Okay. Zeus or risk it for a Dionysus? You know what? I'm gonna risk it for Dionysus. Why not?
Spells.
4 to 6 a.m. for you. For me is 1 to 3 p.m. for you. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Uh, is it? Is it, Cat? 4 to 6 a.m. for me is 1 to 3 p.m. for you. You are in Eastern Standard Time zone, right? There is a 13-hour difference. Yeah. So, I don't know. Okay,
So
come on.
you returned.
I hope I didn't. Okay. Okay. Risk it? No. 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 I am stupid. I'm just tempted to restart the whole thing. No, no. Do not falter. I'm sorry, Cat. I'm sorry we didn't get to see Thai guys. No. We got Poseidon though.
Sloppy of me. You lads again, huh?
Whew, nice. Oh man, I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. No. I am so screwed. I am so screwed. No. Oof. Okay. Sisyphus, it's 3 to 5 p.m. for you. Uh-huh, okay. It is a 13-hour difference from you, right?
An offering to the finest bowl.
Man, time zone is confusing as hell. What did I get? Attack bonus 5%. Might be 5 to 7. Oh, okay. Okay. Dice, dice, dice. Oh no, he didn't show himself. Man. And we got the worst boon from him. Wow. Wow. Sure, okay, okay. If you are streaming, do let me know. Okay, Drunken Strike or Drunken Flourish. That is the answer that we have to give in order to answer this question. Which one? You know what? Drunken Strike it is.
Should help keep me going.
Oh man. We are a little bit slow. Electo, again?
You might get through me, trash god, but I'm going to.
Whoop!
Thanatos, hi.
Damn you!
Woo! Wow. Less than a minute?
Get out.
Come on, Electo. I still got hit, huh? Oh man, we don't have enough coins. Okay, whatever.
That's enough Tartarus.
We should, since we have a boon from Dionysus, we should see him again. So, all is not lost, cat. We might see Thai guys. Thai guys. Uh, stop. Teleporting. Okay. Whew. A Centaur's Heart. Centaur's Heart it is.
Easy does it.
Is it a 13-hour difference? I think so. Is Eastern Standard Time not 13-hour difference. You are right now 2 a.m., right? If you are 2 a.m., then it is 3 p.m. for me. So there is a 13-hour difference. Okay. Oh god, okay. Oh man, I hate the jumping enemies.
Strength of this.
It's Hermes. Hermes. Dong.
Quite a mess you've made here, Zagreus.
Wow,
Want
Thanatos.
to stand back and watch me work here, Zag?
You're ribbing on me too?
I'll also do that. Your request.
Wow, wow, I am getting hit.
Lord Hermes.
What chance did they have?
Hmm.
Father's lifeless wretches hot and bothered going all out.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Needs instead.
Greater haste. Whatever.
Godspeed.
Take care, Zagreus.
I'm almost died. Yo, okay. It's the +8 that is tripping you up. Yeah, no worries. It is I don't know how to uh okay, let me see. Let me think of a better time zone. Um is MYT a thing? Time zone. Okay, so the time zone and I am in is called MYT. Apparently there is Malaysian time. MYT. But the offset is still UTC +8. +8. Oh god, okay. Yeah, time zone is confusing, cat. I know. I wish. What? Okay, I need to look into what is going on with my USB hub. That causing my controller to freak out. Ooh. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Hmm. Not good. This is not the run. Woof.
Remember, Zagreus,
Kill all beer killed. Okay. Artemis 8 is good, so I'm gonna take it.
Not yet.
You got the math wrong the first time, right the second wrong the third, and right the fourth. No worries, cat. It is confusing, I know. I got confused. When I first started streaming, it is so confusing for me to set a time because not many people know about my time zone, right? Especially in other countries. So I always got confused. Oh man, I was a little bit slow there, but do we have? Can I go see Aries? Oh man, I don't know. You know what? Fine, let's go. All right. you only you only met me almost 2 days ago. 1 day and 18 hours ago. Nice. Man, it's almost 1 hour. Sorry, not 1 hour. 1 year since I've started streaming, and there's so many things that I wanted to do on my channel, commands especially, that oh god, I didn't have time to do anything for my stream. Man, the first time I started streaming, it was horrendous. The audio was whack. I got so I got goosebumps. Oh man. There's still evidence of that stream on my stream archive channel, and I hope no one go and see that VOD because it is horrendous. Horrendous AF. Okay, let's go get
How very thoughtful.
Ares. First off, is good.
How bold of you to throw your...
He'll get over it.
I am so dead. I am so dead. Stop. Stop jumping. I am so tempted to
It's my last chance. Sorry, Hermes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Why did I punish myself like this? No. What is going on? Ah, that was horrendous.
A show of strength like that deserves a commendation, I should think.
You've been streaming for so long, but have not very much results. You wish you could help in some way. And that's okay. I am streaming for fun right now. And even though, I don't know, hustle culture, right? But it's okay. I do like streaming because otherwise I am a very private person, IRL. So I don't talk to much people. So the most time that I talk to people is on stream. So yeah, I do like streaming. I do like talking to people, but not IRL. Because I don't know, in real life when I talk about gaming, most people don't like talking about games, or the only time they like talking about games is games that involves FPS or racing, which I'm not very familiar with. Most of the people around me that are familiar with gaming only know about PUBG or Need for Speed or I don't know the last one or what is that MMO game? Oh God. I want to say Dota, but or Genshin Impact. For you, IRL is not good. You have grand total of 0 friends IRL. Oh man. Uh, it that is too close to home for me. I do have some friends, but most of them are busy with work or too busy with their own personal family matters. So yeah, they don't have much time for us to meet. So we don't talk much. Yeah, we don't talk much lately. So yeah, most of the time that I am talking about, most of the time I got to talk to people is through stream. So yeah. Ooh, flat shot. Razor Shoal is good. Oh man, Razor Shoal is very good.
Deciding strength.
But what's not good is me. I'm dying.
Not finished yet.
I literally have 0 death defiance.
That's life.
That's life. You're right, Zagreus. That's life. Sometimes you're busy, sometimes you drift apart.
Lernie, wonderful to see you once again.
Eh, you move on. Ooh, I'm gonna die. Yeah. I have 7 health. Nice. That was a bad run.
How could Lernie do this?
How could Lernie do this?
Sounds like we've both been keeping plenty busy as of late.
By the way, Kat, do you know that this game has a dating simulator built inside of it?
See you out there.
You're so tired, but you need to talk. That's okay, Kat. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Where's the good boy? The good boy is most probably at the River of Styx, waiting for me because I failed. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Yeah, there is a dating sim. You can either romance this character, one of the Fury Sister, and one of them is Thanatos, Death Incarnate. Oh man. I feel like I disappointed you, Kat. I'm so sorry.
Zagreus, did you forget about our private tutoring again? Come on, let's see now. There. I take it you'll remember what I've taught you.
Yeah, you can date uh both Thanatos and Megara, or you can date either one of them, but you can choose to date both of them. They don't mind. Yeah, I've dated both of them in my other save file, but not on. I think I choose a different path for Thanatos in this save file. I don't know. I don't remember. But did both of them, but not Death Dude.
Mysterious. My keepsakes.
Okay, okay. How can I make this a little bit easier on me? Heightened security. Nope. Heightened security might be a little bit too strong for me. Approval. You know what? Since we are trying to get as fast as possible, so why not have a tight deadline? By the way, Kat, if you are tired and you are feeling sleepy, I don't mind if you uh take off and rest, sleep. I know it's 2 a.m. for you, so yeah, that's okay. You take care of you, okay?
Well, time to go get killed again. It's just the edge I need.
Oh man, Flurry Slash. Okay, World Splitter is bad. Dash Nova is bad. Okay, Flurry Slash. Flurry Slash. Man. Fine. Flurry Slash is bad, but good if you have... Good if you have
Heads up.
these... Oh god. Curse Slash? Yeah, Curse Slash. Let's go see Chaos. But what, Cat? Okay, Popus Soul, Abyssal Lunge. Sure. Okay, come on. We can do this. Whew, nice. Zeus. Okay, Zeus with Flurry Slash might be good.
Time to fight.
Ooh, nice.
I know you have it in you to surpass.
Ooh, Lightning Strike. We got an epic too. Yes. Okay, okay, okay,
Lightning.
okay. Come on. You do want to sleep, but you also want to talk. That's okay. You can talk until you drift off into sleep. At least that's what I did. In some stream, I did just do that. I was chatting with the people in the stream, and then I found myself waking up with the stream, and you don't want to make me sit here alone. That's okay, Kat. That's okay. I sometimes I like talking alone. That's really fine. Honest. You always take care of yourself, okay, Kat? You are tired. Get some rest. Oof, nice. You come here.
My chaos bone switched to a new
Okay,
effect.
Night Spindle. We don't need to do anything. Aphrodite. Aphrodite is good. Oof, nice.
Love spurs the heart to great.
Okay, oh man, this sucks. Okay, let me roll.
Hate to be ungrateful here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, and Poseidon dash. Come on. Manifesting Poseidon's dash.
No problem.
Oof, nice.
See you at home?
Let's wait until you see the sea.
Okay, Tidal Dash is good.
Let's make some waves, right, Uncle?
I hope it's good. Man, with the right setup, it can be good. Come on, where are you? Oh god. Oof. Just enough time. Okay, come on. We can do this. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Delicious.
Okay, Lightning Strike. Heartbreak Flourish. Lightning Strike is good. Go see Karen. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, come on, we can do this.
Any news?
Let's get food.
Cheers, mate.
Man, that first run really is powerful, huh? And I only got worse and worse as as the stream starts. Oh god. Okay. Oh man, we don't got any of the boons. Sorry, keepsake from Hermes. But that's okay, I guess.
Gods grant me strength.
Oh, level up. That okay. Come on, we can do this. 3 minutes. That's good. That's better than the previous
Let's
run.
hear it.
And we got to fight Tisiphone. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Woo! Nice. Whoop! Not nice. Nice. Murder! I did a murder! And
Always disturbing.
we got 5 minutes to spare. Nice. Okay, that's good, that's good. So far, so good.
Difficulties have been patched for
Ignited Icor. Oh god, okay, I forgot. I forgot about the pronunciation. Okay, let me open a dictionary. Iker? Icor. Icor. Okay,
Icor. Etymology.
so it's pronounced as Icor. Oh god. So I was wrong the whole time. It's not Iker, it's Icor. God damn it. Ah.
I see you,
Well,
Thomas.
that's what happened when you read something without listening to the proper pronunciation. Okay, nice. Ooh. Okay, as much as I want to see you, Chaos, I need to go get Poseidon. Man, that rush delivery thing is so good.
Just getting warmed up.
Stop running. Oof. Oof, nice. Okay, Tempest Strike or Wave Pounding. Typhoon Fury. Sure. Typhoon Fury it is. Ooh, we got to see Yuri the Sea. Hello.
Guess I get a break.
What do you know? We were just in the middle of a song here, hon.
Ambrosia Delight, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Okay, another Poseidon. Oh, sorry, not Poseidon. Zeus. Okay, okay, come on. Can you guys spawn in a little bit quicker? No.
Hello, Uncle Zeus.
Okay, whatever. We got static discharge. That's all that matters, right? Okay, Aphrodite or Zeus? Um, um, let's see. Let's see. Zeus. What dual boon do you have again? I don't remember. Lightning Rod, we can't get. Sea Storm. Oh, we can't. We can't get anything for Sea Storm. Oh, okay. I need to get a Flood Shot then. Or Poseidon's Aid. Hmm. Smoldering Air. We might have a chance to get Smoldering Air. Hmm. You know what? You know what? Let's go see Zeus. Even though he's a god that I really don't like to see. Oh god, no!
My favorite power couple.
Nice. That, look at that damage. Yes. Yes, queen. Okay, Heaven's Vengeance, Electric Shot. Heaven's Vengeance, please.
Feel all tingly.
Okay, you guys need to stop running. Oof, nice. Whoa. Oof, nice.
Excellent.
Keys. Darkness. Darkness, please. Okay, come on. Come on. We can do this. Oh no, Thanatos!
I have returned.
We'll have to. Let's
Well,
get to it then.
oh man, stop running!
Slowing down.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Whew.
We make a decent team.
Do we?
You earn this fair and square.
Thanatos, sometimes you talk out of your ass. Like me.
Moving on.
I talk out of my ass most of the time.
Delicious.
Okay, Typhoon's Fury. Static Discharge. I'm guessing Typhoon's Fury is better. I don't know. Okay, come on. Let this be the run. Let this be the run.
Lately, Lerny.
Okay, okay. That's good, that's good. Oh god, okay.
Who needs a neck anyway?
Woo! Thanatos, help!
That thing causing trouble.
Yes! Woo! Okay, come on.
Hydra heads were never meant to fly.
Okay, okay, nice, nice, nice.
The Hydra filter you again.
Oop, no, we don't need to change.
Fell to me indeed.
Nail of Talos, huh? Eye of Lamia. Oof, Nail of Talos might be good.
Useful. Bye, Asphodel.
Asphodel. Okay, we have 10 minutes. So 19 minutes on our clock. We should be fine.
Pleasant temperature.
That's plenty of time for me. But my health though, my health is very low. You're not regenerating.
You're dead.
Okay, nice. I am a little bit late. Low, I should say. Oh god. Hmm.
Tore heart.
Oh god, no. No. I'm not seeing any of you guys. Especially with that kind of weak reward. Come here. You're wasting everyone's time.
What do we have here?
Karen. Man, Karen. Yeah, let me get that food. Oof. Oof. I am so dead. I am so dead.
Shoes.
Hello? Crush, shot, broken resolve. Okay, which one? Which one? Empty inside it is.
Strength and beauty.
Young man, I don't.
Young man.
Sorry,
Da, 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 da. I say young man. Na 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 na. Ah! Oh man. It's good to be in the YMCA. No! I am hurt. I am dehydrated. My skin is cracking.
I should go.
Though I don't have the heart to keep it.
Okay, storm lightning is good. Poseidon it is. This is the butterfly room, right? Oh no, it's Asterius.
I'm the one to challenge you this time.
Come on, Asterius. This is getting weak. You are doing the blender move? Oh god. Oh, ooh, I forgot. He hits like a truck. Oof, nice. Okay, he's almost dead. Nice.
Enough. Well fought.
Okay, I got a feeling that this is not the fight. This is not the run.
Lord Poseidon.
I don't think I can win. Ooh, sweet nectar. But we got Rizzo Shoals. Oh no. Both of these are good. Do I want sweet nectar? Nah, Rizzo Shoal is better.
It's high tide.
Okay, come on. I didn't see any secondary hammer, huh? There it is. Okay, I better pray I got the curse slash because I don't think I can survive other way around. Any other way, I should say. Uh-oh. I'm almost dead. What?
One last shot. My keepsake powered up.
Okay, we got curse slash just like I wanted.
Fix that.
Now to get... Oh, yes! Yes! We got to see Patroclus!
Come all this way.
Oh my god, yes. Thank you, Aphrodite.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, you know what? You know what? Yes, I'm gonna take cross shot. Why not?
Rematch.
It's time, Mysterious.
Whoa. Whoa. You are not killing me. Mysterious? Come on. You're almost dead. Nice. You're next. You're next. Oh god, okay. Don't get too cocky. Nice.
Look at this.
Nice. Woo. Whoa. Ah, okay, that is so satisfying. Okay. Let's get this.
I'll take it.
Woo.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, okay. Whew. Come on. We should be fine. Come on, come on. Okay, we have Hermes there for sale. We have Artemis, we have Aphrodite. Okay, let's go see Aphrodite first. Nice.
It's no use. Not now.
Phew. Okay, come on. Whoa, it's thundering where I am in. I can feel the rumble. Lord Zeus is angry. Lord Zeus, no. Don't smite my house. Oof. Nice.
Gods have spoken.
Life affirmation. Blown kiss. Ooh. Whoa, it's raining really hard. Okay. Aphrodite's 8 is good because that will allow me to disrupt Hades' attack pattern. Okay, let's get this. Oh no, my health is a little bit low. Nice. We are a little bit slow. In such a way that our time... Whoa, okay. That is very strong. The crush shot is very strong. Nice. So yeah, usually me at 15 minutes. Not usually, but in
No thanks.
my other save file at this time of the game, I'm already
So it's a
finished
boat in
beating
existence. I don't know
Hades.
how long, though. Let me tell you, cuz we
The goods.
No, greater haste. Okay, wait. We never got anything from Hermes. Yo, what? I feel cheated.
Let's see what else.
Oh no. Second win. Okay, please. Rush delivery, yes. Yes. Okay, rush delivery is so worth
Always
it.
a pleasure, Charon.
Heartbreak flourish, yes. Oh man. Cat, if you are watching this on the VOD, here's Cerberus.
Thus has the prince.
Okay, nice, nice, nice.
Oh, hi, Father.
Okay, we have 20 minutes. You'll be fine.
I see it's time again that we begin our
I don't care if we didn't get any. Oh no. Oh no. I don't believe that I got hit. How?
I like the sound of that.
Ooh. Let me recover some of my health. I clearly dash. You need to stop, sir. No. No. Okay. That enemy.
at such a time as this. Upon my name, I order all you wretches of the underworld to attend me now.
Oh, you Hades. Need to stop. Oh, you.
Let's finish this then.
Ooh.
You truly dare? No more.
Oh, man.
Let's complicate things,
Come on. I need to recover some health. I
Oh, no.
I freaking
Better
dash.
weapons next time, Zagreus.
You're back? You can't sleep? Welcome back. Uh, I just
I can't get used to that.
oh man. So partly that is my fault. So here's Cerberus. I just shouted you out before because I saw Cerberus and immediately thought of you. Always
Boy,
pet the
just
dog.
as long as one of your three heads enjoys these pets.
Cerberus is best dog in the game. Goodbye.
Excuse me, Zach. Just got word that I'm needed back up top.
Thanatos is so cool. And no one else is in the house. What the heck? We got Mother Nyx.
Always welcome in my company, child.
Man, when Nyx character model was first revealed in the early access of the game, I was so blown away by her character design. Look at her intricate details, her jewelries. I get goosebumps because of how cool it is. You hate the fact that you can only pet one head. You're right.
Good catching up.
You only get to
Never
pet
knew you
this
liked this place, do you, boy?
side of the head. Come on, Super Giant Game. Let us pet the other three. If Melino cannot pet Cerberus, what is even the point of getting Hades too? Okay. Oh, check the garden. Hello? Zagreus, you lie. There's no one in the garden. Oh, there's Mother.
Your father's prouder of you than you think.
Not my father. If Hades 2 doesn't have good boy, you will sue? Yes, count me in. How dare they?
Decent.
Removing the only feature that makes the game playable. Okay, tie deadline is good. I don't need to change anything. Jury summon. Whatever. Let's go. Oh, oh, someone just. Hello? Okay, that is a problem for later. Uh-oh.
Well, my little sprout.
Oh
Guess
god.
we'll have to get you through this.
Okay, Frost Flourish or Frost Strike? Frost Flourish it is.
That woke me up.
Nice. You have played like 5 hours and 1 hour was spent with Cerberus. Yeah, like any gamer should. Petting Cerberus is the top priority. Okay. Gain 56 more health. Okay, good.
More numbskulls.
Oof, nice. Okay, come on, come on. Game sucks except Cerberus. Ah! Come on. Okay, we got Athena. Okay, come on, come on. Nice.
Goddess Athena.
Okay. Ooh, Divine Dash. Come on.
Strength of the goddess.
Ooh, another Santos heart.
Think you can stop me?
Ooh, I'm zooming this time around. You're so tired. Oh no. That's okay. You can chill around until you are able to finally sleep, huh, cat? Oh god, okay. Man, I knew someone would call me. Come on. Let me answer this for a bit. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, someone called because of work. Okay, now I'm back. Sorry. Oh, sorry about the delay. Okay, nope, I'm not seeing Zeus.
Some dispensing coin.
Oh man, I have to see Zeus. You're a chat cat. You are a cat fox.
Ready, lads?
Nice. Okay, Zeus's 8 or Lightning Strike. Wait, wait. What is the dual boon with Cold Fusion? We need Static Discharge. Jolted duration is 10 second. Hmm, is it good? Is it good enough for me to take that? You know what? Nah, I'm gonna take the electric shot. Why not? Electric. Oh god. Okay. Okay. You don't have to do that. Ah, what is going on? Hello? Gosh. There are so many things happening. What is going on? Hello? Ooh, okay. Ooh, and we got mountain room. Okay. Oh, should I? You know what? Fine.
I'm grateful, Zagreus.
You should be. Hello?
Audacity run.
He won't stand for this.
How embarrassing. I didn't get the bonus. Okay. Ooh, and we got static discharge already. There it is. Okay, nothing. Oh god, I should have bought Artemis. Artemis is very good. Murder! Murderer! Okay, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Oh god. Nice. Nice. Okay, we are on the 2 hour mark. Which means I only have 1 more hour to go. After which I have to go and do some work. Okay, whatever.
Off to Asphodel. Up we go then.
Less of a work and more of a chore, actually, now that I think about it. Ooh, a hammer. First room in Asphodel. Nice. You missed, Zagreus. You missed.
The rampant plume.
Okay. Shadow slash piercing wave. Shadow slash it is.
That'll do.
Ooh, and we got Eurydice room. Eurydice. Okay, come on. We can do this.
Take care of yourself up.
Ooh, okay. I am gonna take the Ambrosia Delight.
Coming right up.
Nice.
Thanks so much.
And a heroic
Bye now.
Frost Flourish.
Show yourselves. What now?
Stop jumping. Nice.
That was my keepsake.
Okay, we got we got Artemis. Sorry, Chaos. Sorry. Artemis is top priority.
You two ready for me then?
Nice. Okay, Deadly Strike, and we got an epic too. Nice. Although Artemis 8 is very good.
Moving right along.
But the strike is much better. Come on. Yes. Oh, okay. We didn't get any bonuses. Okay, okay. More hearts. More hearts.
Inferno bombers.
Nice. Ooh, Hermes. Hermes. Yes. Let's go, Hermes.
Another day, another. Oops, gotta go.
Ooh, Greater Haze. Yes.
And here we go.
Here we go indeed.
Why must we always fight like this, Lerny?
The Green Lerny. The one that summons. Nice. Nope. Oh god. Oh god, okay. Nice. Woo! 7 minutes and 54 seconds. That is within my time. In normal run, I would finish the fight in around 8 to 9 minutes. Normally.
Should I take the trade?
Ooh. We have 400 coins, right? Okay, let's buy that because I don't want to use my Death Defiance right now.
The dead must have it pretty good up here.
Okay, we have coins, we have palm. Let's get palm. Pump up the gem, pump it up. I. Uh-oh. Woo. Nice. And a hammer. Where is you? Oof. Double Nova or Supernova? Double Nova. Why not?
It's no use.
Chimera Jerky. Charon. Let's go see Charon. Uh... Always choose Artemis.
To be upset.
Support fire? Yo, okay, support fire is very good. I'm glad I choose Artemis.
She won't let this go.
Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Uh-oh. Nice.
We've better things to do.
Oh, we got Blinding Flash too. Nice. Okay. Demeter, please give me something good.
Soul-sucking butterflies.
Oof, nice.
The goddess Demeter.
Frozen Touch, Rare Crop, or Snowburst? Snowburst. Snowburst it is. Wait. Before we do that, let's see what is the... Okay, we need one of the following: Ravenous Will or Arctic Blast. Ravenous Will or Arctic Blast. Okay, let's do this.
Any other blessings, maybe?
Ravenous Will, thank you. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oof, nice.
More, huh?
How did you miss? Oof. Oof.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I'm almost dead. Hello? Okay. Hermes, rush delivery, please. This is not rush delivery. Hello? Come on. Ooh, okay. Big oof. Okay. Swift flurry it is. Flourish. I am so dead. I'm so dead. Ooh, nice.
Not had enough yet.
You. Come on.
Plume.
Okay. Deadly strike. Deadly strike. Hmm. Okay, okay, whatever. Ba-dong.
I found you, Zagreus. What do you say we deal some? Let's see how quickly we
Let's see indeed.
Okay. Whew.
Next.
Oof.
That's something.
Oh god, okay.
you took down more than I did.
Yeah.
We should
Is
do
that
this
something
again.
new, Thanatos? Your boyfriend is very capable of taking care of himself. Thank you very much. Oh god, okay.
You challenge us to battle, Hellspawn. Then Asterius and I accept.
Hello? Oh god, okay.
Gracious audience.
Okay, okay, Asterius. Oh. Woo! Come on. Nice. Oh no, I'm almost dead.
Olympians, I call upon your aid.
I got you.
Come on.
They're testing me.
Nice. How could I? How could you? Theseus.
That'll teach him. Good. I'll take the service exit, thanks.
Whew. Whew.
Let's see here.
Ah,
Beats dying.
okay. Ah, I'm not taking any chances, and by that death defiance, I don't care. I'm not taking any chances. Okay, we don't have any money left to buy anything else.
Should check this way. Feels sick.
Oh no, my health is so low. Just die, hello?
Almost had me. What?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh man. I deflect you.
In the name of Hades.
Hunter's mark. Pressure point. Pressure point it is.
Should be able to get back through here.
Oh man, I should get the hearts. Oh snap. Please tell me I'm not gonna use another Death Defiance here. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. You little gremlin. Whoa, okay, I... Nice.
Lady Athena.
Okay. Last stand?
Appreciate the backup. Heading back.
Okay. Whew. I am so scared right now.
Maybe it's in here.
Ooh, nice. Why is my damage so high? Hello? Nice, 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 nice. Okay, let's get this and this.
What do I get?
Oh, Cyclops jerky. Oof, okay. Oh no, not the tiny vermin. Okay, okay, come on. Oh, you... What?
No, you don't.
You tiny vermin. I put red poison, then you know just how powerful you are.
Going back.
Oh man, oh man. Still didn't get anything, huh? Okay, you need to stop, actually.
Not now. I can't.
Ooh, nice. Ooh.
It's no use.
Okay, come on, come on. Oh, are you serious? You are making me do all this tunnel? Yo, what kind of bad luck am I in? And you guys are just spawning little guys, hello?
Power.
Oh my god, come on.
Still.
You really want me to go get all of this? You really make me work it. Work it!
Can't do that.
Come on.
No use.
Oof, nice. We should be at the final. Yep, there it is.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, come on. Storm lightning.
Oh, good. It's still fresh.
Hey, we still have a bit of money.
Thank you, mate.
Stubborn roots. Hello. 16 minutes, huh? Should I get stubborn roots? We have 336 health, which is... You know what? I'm gonna take stubborn roots. Why not?
You know what, boss? I was just minding my own business, handing off a few dearly departed souls to my professional associate, and who shows up but you?
And we got bad news. Hello? Cast deals bonus damage to foes without bloodstones in them. Yeah, gonna take it. I'm gonna be an idiot if I'm not taking it. Pressure point.
Zesty. Vigilant Cerberus.
Okay. Whew.
I can go.
Cerberus stuff with food. Okay.
Got here as quickly as I could.
I thought you might arrive right about now. Your eyes deceive you,
Okay.
boy.
Whew. Okay. Oh god. Where is the Medusa head? Hello?
You should have avoided that.
Nice. Okay, there's so many screen clutter. Oh, you. Okay. Whew.
Come on, get up.
I might not get Hermes boost.
Focus on yourself. You wish to anger me.
Oh god, okay. Oh, you?
Now, Cerberus.
Okay. Be absolutely careful. Careful! No! No! Okay. Woo. Okay. At least our health is regenerating. Thanatos, please help me. Oh! Oh! Yes!
Must admit, you've learned something at some point in all this.
What a way to end the stream. Oh my god. I know I have around 30 minutes left, but it's not enough for me to do a run.
Beaten once again.
Beaten once again, indeed. Oh. Oh. Oh god, I feel like I'm dying. 23 minutes. And we have our personal best of heat, which is 20 heat. Yeah, that's the highest we've ever gotten. Man. Oh man, oh man. Without stubborn roots, I might have died.
Always time to fish.
A sea bass. Womp womp. Okay. Yes. Yes.
to Zagreus no shortage of delight. Though when he makes an effort to communicate with one, its eyes so full of calm intelligence, he learns that bears are not as gentle as they seem.
He got bared. Zagreus got bared. Okay, okay. Oof. At least we finally managed to defeat Hades.
Must have missed Achilles.
Ooh, Thanatos.
Been absent from his post, more so than usual. You voided his pact with Lord Hades, didn't you? I don't know how you did it.
You know he's more than my trainer, Than. As for how I did it, turns out being the first and only son of Hades has its privileges. Now Achilles gets to be with someone he loves, who loves him back.
Aw, that's sweet.
Love is common among mortals. Is theirs really so special as to be worth the trouble? Not just on your part, but theirs.
It is. I think it is.
Love always worth it, huh? Thanatos. Okay. Wait. Okay, wait. Wait. Did I?
I'm in the middle of a song, my friend.
Yeah. You do your stuff. Do I have anything good for me to buy? Chthonic theme. Theme Stygian. Theme Woodland. You know what? Since we have a lot of keys, why not?
Here's the fee.
Yeah, chthonic theme. Could I buy something for my room? Weight massive, yes.
They say that only Heracles himself can lift these things. I'll take them then.
Rug, lately, yes.
I've had a change of heart about that rug, if you don't mind.
Okay, what else can we buy? Nothing. Ooh, always buy something for Cerberus.
Maybe this knitted effigy of some sort of surface creature will keep Cerberus occupied.
Hello, Zagreus? You just killed by one. Okay, fated order.
Well,
Yes.
I think we can spruce up the centerpiece of the Great Hall just a bit.
Ooh, nice. That is very cool. You know, I've never in my original save file, I think I never bought everything. I did bought most, but I've never bought all of them. Fireplace Inferno. Um, okay.
Here's the commission.
Buy
Seems a
the
suitable
best bedding
firehouse would have
for
good service.
Cerberus. Yeah, look at that plush bedding. You stay comfortable, okay? And you know what?
Let's go with this one then. I would like only the brightest burning, most ornate fireplace available, thanks.
Ooh, ooh, look at that fireplace. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Oh my god, look at this fireplace. It's so cool. Okay, whatever. I guess that's it for me today. I know it is
A fine addition to the bedchambers.
a little bit early, 1 hour early. But we did start a little bit early, right? So
Much of the softness of the richly woven rug the prince procured cannot be fully felt beneath his flame-licked feet.
I guess it's soft.
A massive set of weights, positioned carefully in line of sight of any visitors, shall doubtless make them think the prince is stronger and in better shape than in reality.
Get lots of exercise, okay?
okay. Yeah, that's it for me today.
I have this.
Man, okay. We had a lot of stuff that we need to do. But I'm guessing in the next Hades stream, I am gonna, I don't know, try some different aspect. Maybe we should use the spear or should use the other aspect, especially the shield one. But that is for next time. Thank you so much for watching, and in the next stream, which is 12 hours from now, yeah, 12 hours from now, I am gonna stream Kingdom New Land. We're just gonna chill because it is very early morning for me, and um yeah, and we'll see just how far we can get in that run, in that Kingdom game, Kingdom New Land. But for now, I want to say thank you to Katikume Fox XX BT at Twitch. She is a VTuber on Twitch, so if you are interested in um looking at her Twitch profile and see when she streams, do give a follow to her channel, okay? And also, thank you to those that are watching this stream on my YouTube stream archive channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you have any sort of anything that you want me to improve on, whether it be on my gameplay or on my setup, do let me know in the comments below. And if you have any game recommendation, the best way for you to contact me right now is to literally contact me either by chatting on my live stream or on YouTube stream archive channel. One of the videos. I do read all of the comments. Yeah, that is the best way for you guys to contact me. You can also contact me on Twitter. Although Twitter is being weird lately, so I don't know. But the best way to contact me is through both of that outlet. I also have um a Discord server. Sorry, my brain is literally melting right now. I also have a Discord server. The link will be in the description down below if you are watching this on YouTube or on my About page on Twitch. And yeah, that's it. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next stream. Goodbye.